Alright, bonus tutorial. I feel like getting ready. I just can't not create. Like, I'm sitting here, I organize, and then all of a sudden I want to play in makeup. What's wrong with me? So normally on the weekends I don't do tutorials because I film for YouTube. So tomorrow and everything I'll be filming for YouTube and all my IGTVs and things and all my branded content tomorrow. So I just thought we would get ready really fast today. I'm literally going to use 2 eyeshadows and 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬 base, shade number 2, just a little bit. Nothing too drastic, just enough for our eyeshadows to have something to cling to. And then this is a dry blender. So I just have translucent powder left over on this little brush right here because I put it in my brows. So I'm just going to lightly set the eyeshadow base today. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be faster. And if you'll notice, I'm only really setting through my crease. Alright, we're going to use the Under the Sea palette from Kylie. It's legit one of my favorites that she has ever came out with. I love this palette so much. And I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush and go right into this shade right here. Alright, so we're just going to buff this one right through the crease. Super easy. And then just bring it almost up to the brow bone. Alright, we're keeping it really simple. I'm going to go into this right here from Kylie. It's one of the shimmer eye glazes. It's the shade Money Ain't Everything. And I'm just going to use my finger just to apply this. Oh my goodness. Look how gorgeous. Now I'll just take the fluffy brush with nothing on it and just kind of soften that into the crease. These are one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas ever. Now I'm going to take the darkest shade from this palette right here. And we're just going to kind of create a nice smoked out lash line. Just a little bit of depth to hide our lashes. Alright, we're going to add some mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time. It's the ColourPop BFF mascara. And just a couple swipes. Look at that. It's so good. Don't forget to use my code ROSE for a discount. One of my favorite complexion products in existence. This stuff is not a BB cream, not a foundation, not a concealer. It's basically a complexion perfecting, I don't even know how to explain it. Honestly, it's magic in a bottle. It's the best way. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Face Filter or Flawless Filter. And I'm going to use the shade number 3. The shades, don't think of it as a foundation, so don't think of it as matching it perfectly. Honestly, I can wear like 1 through 5. It's just like a skin perfecting balm. So you can watch this blend in. What it is, it just has the smallest amount of pigment. And what it really does is it reflects light, so that's where you're getting that perfect skin look. It's from the light reflecting, not the coverage or the color. We're still going to add a little bit of concealer, but I want to show it to you without anything and just the product. It just makes your skin look so alive. It's been one of my favorite products now for about 2 years. I'm obsessed with it. Now we're going to use my favorite concealer in the entire world, a little bit of Kylie concealer. This is the shade Himalaya, which I use to cancel out shadows. And since we don't have as much on our face today, we're going to go really light with it. So that one's going to help with shadows. Then we use a little bit of Gypsum, which is the lighter shade, the one I would use to bring your features forward. And we'll just put this mostly through the center of the face, just like so. Now let's melt all of this in. I'm just going to do one side really fast so you can just see how beautiful this concealer is. You guys know I've been using it now forever, and it's truly my ride or die. Look at that. I'm going to use the best pink powder I've ever used. This is the Kylie Cosmetics translucent powder. I'm using the shade Soft Pink, and I'm just going to set lightly underneath my eyes. Kylie Toasty Bronzer. Remember guys, I bought all of these Kylie products myself, so I am just a huge fan of the brand. And Toasty is my favorite bronzer. Look at that. I love it. Now I'm going to put on so much blush. This is the best blush ever. Also Kylie, and the shade is called Baddie on the Block. And this is an IT Cosmetics French Boutique Blush Brush. And if you notice, I tap and bring it up. Look at the difference. It just like lifts your face. And then a little across your forehead where the sun naturally hits. And then a little across your nose and just a touch on your chin. Look at the difference. I love blush. So I'm not into highlighter right now, but I am going to use this highlighter. The shade is called Queen Drip, and then this will be our inner corner. So we'll just do a really soft one today, since the eyeshadow is so pronounced. And then a little bit on our brow bone. Now we're just going to grab a little bit of that same shade we started with in our crease and just sweep it underneath here. And then we'll just connect it and kind of soften it on the outer part here. Grabbing my favorite cream gel liner from ColourPop. This is the shade Electric Daisy. Look at that, it just goes on so easy. Code ROSE for a discount. Alright, I'm going to use one of my favorite lip combos. I'm going to start with Beach Bum. These are also Kylie. This was from the summer collection. So I'm going to throw on just a little bit of this, and then I'm going to grab a lip liner. Malibu is my favorite from Kylie. So I always do my lip liner afterwards because it just helps it blend in better. And you can get better definition if you put on a little bit of lipstick and then kind of work it in with your lip liner. Now we'll add a little bit of Endless Summer right to the center.